to a golf cart tour sponsored by your Maroon VIP2.
So first you're going to introduce Maphis, and this is the place where all of our dairy is sold. We sell 90,000 pounds of cheddar cheese and 5,000 gallons of ice cream each year. And then we have 82 dairy cows, and then point out the Junction and Davis Wade. Once you talk about Davis Wade, you will be coming up and you can point out McCarthy Gymnasium and talk about the Game of Change, and then you're going to take a left. And coming up on the right is Montgomery Hall, which it houses our admissions, and then you'll also pass our very own radio station, so point that out. And then the florist, and if you want to quote J-Lo, this is where you can always buy your boo some flowers. And then you're going to take a right at the stop sign, point out Subway's, Moe's, Perry, and the Student Union. And coming up, make sure you always stop at stop signs, watch for pedestrians, the normal. You don't want to hit anyone while you're on this tour. And on the right is the YMCA building, which houses student affairs and the Dean of Students. And then behind that is Old Main Academic Center, which is modeled after the Old Main Dormitory, which was once the largest in the country. And next up we have the Chapel of Memories, which was built out of the bricks that were left after Old Main burned down. And it is a place that everyone of all religions can go and worship, and you can also get married there, but go on and put your name on the list now because there is a very long waiting list. To the right is the Butler Guest House, which can be a hotel on game day weekends. You can also hold receptions there. And right next to it is the police station which it will never happen, but if it does, you can pay your speeding tickets there. Once you finish here, you're going to take a left and you're going to go out of this area, and then you're going to go to where the buses pick up outside of Montgomery Hall. Once you're by the bus stop pointed out, this is a really awesome thing that Mississippi State has that not many schools have, that connects the city of Starkville to the university and gives students a way to get transportation all around the city. Then you will drive past the drill field and tell them that information. Depending on the day, you can always park the golf cart and get out. Just make sure you take the keys out so no one steals it. Of course, the drill field is named the drill field because when it was a cadet school, that's where they would run all of their drills. At this stop sign, you're going to be able to point out Fresh, and if you want to give your people a laugh, you can talk to them about the infamous debate of if Perry or Fresh is better, which we all know Fresh is the superior cafeteria. Now you're going to be driving past the south side of campus, so you will point out all the different dorms and tell them our style dorms. So Hathorne and Cresswell are the traditional style dorms, so the students will share a bathroom on their floor, and then Mosley, Oak, and Magnolia are the nicer dorms, so I'm not really sure what the actual name for them are, but they will have individual bathrooms in each room. Also, you can point out Rice, but it should be getting torn down, I think, this year, so you won't have to point it out soon. In front of us is the Band and Choir Hall, home of the famous Maroon Band, and to the left of the band hall is going to be their practice field. And fun fact, our band practices rain or shine. The only time they will not practice is if it's lightning out or if their instruments are going to get damaged. Then we have the T.K. Martin Center for Disabilities, where children will come and get any help that they need. And right beside it is our Student Health Center. This is a health center on campus where students can go and get any checkups or shots that they need, and it is included in tuition. Now you'll be able to point out that this is what we call Engineering Row, so you can take the time to share the different buildings and all the different types of engineering that our university offers. And you'll be able to point out the museums that we have on campus. Cobb has one, it has archaeology, and then Hilbin, which is right across the way, has another with meteorology things in it. Then you're going to take a right, point out Steak and Shake, Parking Services, and the post office. Mississippi State is actually considered its own city, so we have our own post office and zip code. And at this point, you'll be driving past Sessoms and McKee. If you want to share a fun fact, they're completely identical on the inside. I learned that from Marvin. Then come up to the red light. You're going to take a left, but make sure you stop if the light is red. And again, watch for pedestrians. On the right is the Baptist Student Union. This is a really awesome time to tell your people about the different organizations that we have on campus. The Baptist Student Union is not the only religious organization on campus that has a meeting place. There are others that do, and then some that will just meet in academic buildings. On the left is Zacharias Village. This is home to our honors college and multiple dorms, Griffiths, Nunley, Hurst, and Ruby. At this point, we've already passed Griffiths, but Griffiths is the specific dorm that houses the honors college. And then you'll come up to the stop sign and be able to point out Dogwood and Davenport, and those are our newest dorms on campus and hold most of our athletes. And you will also be able to point out the Veterans Center. The Sanderson Center is home to a competition-size indoor swimming pool, 3 aerobic rooms, 7 racquetball courts, locker rooms, a climbing wall, basketball courts, indoor track, and a 10,000 square foot fitness center. And then you're going to take a right and go in front of the Hump. The Hump is home to our men and women's basketball teams, and it is currently the largest on-campus basketball arena in the state of Mississippi. Up next, we have Dudy Noble, which is known as the Dude, also the Carnegie Hall of Baseball. And you can take this time to tell them how Mississippi State basically invented the tradition of tailgating for baseball, and also take the time to brag about our baseball team. Right after the Dude is the Templeton Athletic Academic Center. This holds a cafeteria for our athletes, but students can also eat there, and then also tutoring rooms for our athletes. On the right is the Bryan Building. This holds the office of our athletic director, and you can go there to get away tickets for a game. Really anything to deal with athletics, you can visit the Bryan Building. Back to the left is Shira, which is home to the baseball and track athletic workout facilities, and behind it is our track and field. And then coming up is the tennis courts. Our men's tennis team is actually really, really awesome. Next, you're going to pass the tennis and softball pavilion. They currently share a concession stand and entrance, but tennis is getting a renovation soon. And then the softball fields is next to that. That is the end of the tour. You'll pass Chadwick Lake, so point that out. And from here, you're going to take a right at the stop sign, and then you'll just go back to the Welcome Center.